Hey folks, welcome to Game 3 for Reading, Massachusetts Rockets. We're going to add in the Massachusetts now, Brian, now that we know we're lighting up the ratings nationally, what I've heard. There's at least 12 to 13 people across the country who are also watching this, and internationally. I do have some friends over in the UK watch it too. I'm not sure how you pulled this off, Brian, but somehow you convinced RCTV to give you a headset this week.
Yeah, I got a headset. I actually have a Zoom.
Everything's working, so no more excuses on the horrible camera work from last week, right? Okay. Pressure's on you to deliver some value here. Hey, so the Rockets come in undefeated and truly have left no doubt in their first two games with convincing wins over Winchester and Woburn. Here's the kickoff with Ferrante to start. It's a short kick, fielded at about the 28-yard line. Makes a move, gets wrapped up very quickly around the 32, where Belmont will take over 1st and 10. You know, today they face off against the Belmont team that gave the Rockets a very tough game last year before the Rockets pulled away late. I say last year, it was actually now 2 years ago, wasn't it, Brian?
Yeah.
15, Noah Meyer-Heron, and returned out to the Belmont 33-yard line, where it will be 1st down and 10 for Belmont.
So there's some real athletes on this Belmont team, but as you know, watching the first few games, the Rockets can come at you in waves, right?
Yeah.
They've been absolutely smothering so far. It's another beauty of a day for high school football. Up next, here we go, Reading versus Belmont. 1st and 10 from the 33 here. Talk about some athletes to watch. Number 4, Preston Jackson Stevens, the closest to us here. 6'3" receiver. He's a great athlete. It's a keeper now. Gets snuffed out very quickly. Wrapped up right there. Number 6, J.P. Sullivan in there with the good pressure and gets some help.
Is a ball carrier. He's hit by Reading's number 6, J.P. Sullivan.
I tell you,
and number 15, Pat Harrington. A loss of 2 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 12 at the Belmont 31.
JP's a junior this year, and there's been a number of times he's been in great plays in the first 2 games, Brian. You hear his name called quite a bit. He's done a great job from the middle linebacker position.
Flying around right there. Great play.
2nd and 12 here for Belmont. They got 3 split right. Gonna be a keeper right here. Rockets close quickly. Wow. Danny Damari absolutely cleans him up from the outside linebacker position. Pushes him back another yard.
Number 1, Dan Damari. A loss of a yard on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and about 13 at the Belmont 30.
We'll let the legendary Ace Bryson, the PA announcer, have his say here, Brian, so we don't have to talk over each other.
Yeah, we'll have to let him go. He goes first.
3rd down and long here for Belmont. This is a big play. Like we've seen in the first 2 games, the Rocket D is pushing him backwards. He pulls it, passes underneath. Swarming defense right there. Nowhere to go for Preston Jackson Stevens.
Yeah.
What a great name that is, huh? Preston Jackson Stevens. That's a A+ name right there. When you have 3 names, you know you're good.
Yes,
that kid
absolutely.
is good. But the Rockets snuffed that one out. It's 4th and very long here. You look for the punts here early on.
I think it's 4th and about.
Stop for no gain. It's 4th down and 13 yards to go for the 1st down.
Looks like we have Aiden Beckenhughes back deep. Can't see the other number. Might be Colby Goodchild as well. Quick 3 and out here for Belmont. Sort of a low kick here. Doesn't take a great bounce and doesn't even get quite to midfield. So the Rockets are going to take over here with exceptional field position, and they've been in that position all year, Brian. Short fields all year long, and that's not helping their opponents.
It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Rockets.
I tell you, Brian, Belmont was 6-4 last year. It's their first winning season in 10 years, and they gave Reading a tough game last year.
They looked excellent last year. They came off strong. First half, played them well. Threw the ball well, I thought. Ran. Their defense was great. They're in up.
Rockets start off here inside Belmont territory at the 48. And the shotgun, Murphy. Murphy back to pass, throws it underneath. 21 is Trevor Thornton. He gets about 4 or 5 there.
James Murphy's pass is complete to number 21, Trevor Thornton. Gain of about 4 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. The ball is at the Belmont 44.
Tell you, the Rockets, big number 3, Nick Bates in there at fullback behind, in front of Thornton. That kid had an absolutely monster game last week. 9 he was in the backfield all game from the middle linebacker position. He's a house. Murphy back to pass, slant right there, pulled in by Perez for the first down.
Yeah, I believe
nice catch by
I saw
Nick
he
Perez.
recorded 9 tackles last week.
Murphy's pass is complete.
He also
to
forced a
Nicholas
fumble,
Perez.
so get ready to see some
Yep.
more Nick
Belmont
Bates on defense
37.
too.
Enough for the first down. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Rockets.
So Nick wears a back pad, Brian, right? That
Yep.
says "Beware of the dog."
Beware of the
Yeah.
dog.
which of course no opposing player has seen because he actually runs you over from the front.
He trucks you,
right?
exactly.
Under center this time, Damari in motion. Handoff goes to Lucas Fleming, and he gets wrapped up immediately in the backfield. So nice play by Belmont right there to get some pressure.
Belmont
to the
knew
line.
where that was coming.
Lucas Fleming was the ball carrier. He's
They did a good job.
by number 10, Zach Moss. Number 77, A.J. Ramey. Loss of about a yard, maybe 2. It's 2nd down and 12.
2nd and 12, we have Murphy in the shotgun. Looks like he's flanked by Fleming. 3 split right. Harrigan split left. He's looking Harrigan's way to start. Throws it up. Good coverage, but a nice play right there by Stevens. Good tight coverage.
Pass intended
2 tall
for,
guys out there, Brian.
number
Both of them
15,
about
Pat
6'3".
The ball was there, just great defense.
He is
You know-
batted down by number 4, Preston Jackson Stevens. It'll be 3rd down and about 12 yards to go for the first down.
You know, at about 6'3", Harrigan's not used to seeing other defensive backs with him that are the same height.
Yeah, and he had 2 there.
Yeah, so a couple big plays right there, and it looks like they're going to have Stevens on Harrigan most of the game. Both of them about 6'3", both excellent athletes. So great play by right there, and it's going to be 3rd and long here for the Rockets. Inside the Belmont 40, though, you wonder if it may be 4-down territory very early in the game.
This play will determine, I mean.
Murphy back to pass. Oh, he's going to take it and run himself. He's got a lot of room.
He's got room.
Oh, he's got the first down and more. And Murphy takes it for about 20 yards. That's
him.
something you don't see often, Brian.
No,
They're
I-
certainly not asking James Murphy to run, but
I got to wonder if this is his longest run yet. I don't know.
that could be the longest run of his career.
Could be.
Yeah.
16-yard line. Tackle is made by
Well, he
number
took advantage
9,
of it. He
Grant
saw a
Westgate.
hole, and he
It'll be 1st down and 10
Went
for
for
the
it.
Rockets at the 16-yard line of Belmont.
You know, really good coverage by Belmont. And the one guy you don't cover is James Murphy. And guess what? No one's thinking he's going to take the ball and run with it. But we could have drove a car out to that hole. So nice play by Murphy. Keep the drive going. We have Bates at fullback and Thornton in the eye behind him. Handoff goes to Thornton. Nice little cutback move. He spins.
Ooh,
He
nice.
takes it for about 6 or 7. Wow, he was met right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that
Trevor
spin
Thornton
probably
was
got
the
him another
ball
5
carrier.
yards.
Hit by number 8, Jonathan Williams. A gain of about 7. Make that 6. It's going to be 2nd down and 4. The ball is just outside the Belmont 10.
Brian, Trevor Thornton's a guy that you rarely see get taken down on first contact. Fights hard
Yeah, you
every
gotta-
run.
you
And he
gotta
took
wrap
that one
him
for
good.
about 6 after being met behind the line of scrimmage. Same set, he goes back to Thornton. Nice hole right there on the left. He takes that one very close to the first down.
Yeah, just textbook off tackle right there.
Trevor Thornton is a ball carrier.
Well,
Hit by number 54, Reed Carlson.
we talked about this Rocket line, and they are a bunch of hosses, right?
Yeah,
Number
yeah.
52, Thomas O'Brien. He's about 6'3", 290. Huh? What are you eating in high school to get you to 290? I'm not sure.
Just
A lot,
inside the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal to go for the Rockets with 6:12 left in the first quarter.
The entire line has returned. Dan O'Connor at center, Sean Beckenhuis right. New to the line is number 66, Joe Gilligan, who's been performing great. Looks like we might have motion against the Rockets, going to push us back. So
back 'em up
first
5
and
yards.
goal will be outside the 10 when we come back.
Oh, no,
We
timeout.
got a timeout, so that's great.
Yep.
Please, once again, we'd like to remind you, please, that to take very good care on the bleachers. They sometimes get very slippery. Also, bathrooms are located inside the Hawks Fieldhouse. We ask that you also maintain social distancing and keep your face mask on. Thank you.
So, Brian, I want to clarify that you're actually Brian Lindmark, not
correct.
another famous or infamous Brian who used to work the camera, Brian Van Horn.
Nope, no,
Another,
I'm
yeah,
Lindmark. That's correct.
BVH as he's known, right? So I had a lot of people saying, "Wow, BVH did a terrible job last week." I had to confirm that it was actually you. So
So I'm recognized for something.
you are. We recognize that. Well, listen, we retired BVH. We forced him to retire, and so we moved up to the C team with you, Brian. So good.
Hey,
a couple steps
better
up.
than the D team, so I'm heading in the right direction.
There's aspirations for you to do even better this week. If you don't, if James Murphy throws a touchdown pass and you miss the reception, where do you hear from his father? My gosh, zoom this thing out so we can see this play, will you? All right, here we go. Murphy, first and goal from around the 8. He's in the shotgun, empty set. Big Matt Blasi out in the right, 83. He's looking. He's got a little bit of time. Nice move by Murphy. He's got to keep the ball and run it. Oh, look at
he
the ball at
finds
the
him.
very end. Oh, they got to throw a flag and say
Yeah.
he was past the line of
I
scrimmage.
was kind of worried about that.
Yeah, he probably could have taken it himself, and I think he just went past the line of scrimmage, threw it to Colby Goodchild, but they're going to call a penalty on this
Yeah,
one.
That's going to be and the loss of down.
Yeah, James thought he had a little bit more room than he did there. Saw Goodchild open and heaves it to him, but nonetheless crossed the line of
The
scrimmage
penalty
before he threw that
against
ball.
the Rockets was an illegal forward pass. That penalty is a 5-yard penalty, but also a loss of down. So it is second down and goal to go from about the 9-yard line.
You hear Ace Bryson telling us it's 2nd and 9 here. Second and goal from the 9. I formation now, Bates and Thornton again. Hand off to Thornton. He cuts it. Look behind the big line, and he takes it down inside the 5. Down to about the 3 for Thornton. So we have 3rd and goal from the 2 here.
Solid, low
Zach
running.
Moss
Yeah, one guy I didn't mention on the
carries
line,
the ball
returning
down inside the 5
co-captain
to
Dom
about the
DiCrescenzo,
4.
all-league
It's
player
gonna
last
be
year on the
third
right.
down and about 4 yards to go for the touchdown.
You look at the bookends on the left end with Thomas O'Brien and Dom DiCrescenzo, number 77. He's playing a Tufts next year. Kid's an animal, and Trevor Thornton running behind those guys. Gotta love 3rd and goal here. Empty set. Oh, he jumps.
but-
They call it. That's going to make it half the distance to the goal. So it looks like Belmont jumped there.
Okay, no movement from the Rockets? Yeah, I didn't see
I
it.
think we're good. Oh, they're calling on the
Was.
Rockets. They're saying the
False
Rockets
start
move
against the
first, so
Rockets.
that's going to
Moves
push
the ball
them back 5
to
yards.
the 9.
Just a little tremor, and
I didn't see it, Brian. But then again, we're pretty much homers here, aren't we? Right?
Yeah, I
so,
did.
no, I didn't see it, but nonetheless, they're going to call motion on the Rockets and move them back 5 yards. Now we're talking 3rd and goal from about the 9-yard line.
Yeah.
Rockets not helping themselves on this drive, sort of a couple of penalties. Inside handoff to Thornton. He takes it in. Beautiful play by Trevor Thornton.
run.
Nice little play action there.
Yep.
You figure Murphy's going to go back to pass. He hands it underneath to Thornton. He takes it 9 yards for the touchdown.
6, Belmont 0.
Beautiful play by Trev Thornton. He's pumped up, number 21.
yeah, the line gave him a nice hole right up the middle, really. I mean, it.
Well, you start with a short field.
Yeah.
Rockets stall things with a couple of penalties, but they move down at will, with the biggest play being James Murphy running for about 22 yards on that play. Ben Ferrante here for the kick. That one's up, and it is beautiful. Right down the middle for Ben Ferrante. So with 4:42 to go in the game, Reading 7, Belmont 0.
Makes the score Reading 7, Belmont 0. There's 4:42 left in the first quarter.
Focus in a little bit on our Rocket cheerleaders today, Brian. You know, they actually put up some beautiful signs for the seniors, for the players and for the senior cheerleaders.
Came out
really nice.
Great.
Came out great. I think officially the next home game against Lexington in a couple of weeks is senior night, or senior day as it would be. I think there was some talk about potentially moving that to a Friday night, but not confirmed. As of now, it's scheduled for noontime on Saturday, 2 weeks from now. Here's Ferrante ready to kick off for the Rockets. One's a good kick. Nice job by the Rockets there. Alex DiNapoli, sophomore, with some pressure there, number 2.
Team got down there quick. That was a big play.
Beautiful play by the Rockets, and Belmont is going to start off here, 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
By number 5, Tyler Arno, from about his own 10, out to the 23-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 10 for Belmont.
Here we go. Belmont tries it again after a 3-and-out on their first possession. Handoff up the middle. Oh, gets absolutely stacked up and crunched by Sean Beckenhuis. Whew! Tell you, Beckenhuis, we only called the Beckenhuis name about 19 times last week at Woburn. Both Sean, who landed on a pounce on a fumble in the end zone, and his younger brother, Aiden Beckenhuis.
Hit by number 3, Nick Bates, and number 56, Sean Beckenhuis. He stopped for a no gain. It's 2nd down and 10 from the Belmont 23.
Beckenhuis going to be playing at Norwich next year with the Cadets. He's an animal. He's been fun to watch since he's been 8 years old. Back to pass here. Ooh, no room there. Oh, Dom DiCrescenzo with some big pressure, and he's lucky to escape to just get back to
no
the
one open.
line of
find
scrimmage.
Anybody. Good coverage. Good coverage by the Rockets.
I think he was looking for Jackson Stevens there on the left. He was covered immediately, had a scramble right. Fortunate to get back, but he actually did lose a couple of yards. Stepped out of bounds, so it's 3rd and about 13 here for Belmont.
20-yard line, a loss of 3. It's 3rd down and 13.
Ryan Broderick, quarterback for Belmont here. He's back to pass. He throws it up underneath. Oh, nice play. Looks like it goes out to Preston Jackson Stevens for about a 10-yard gain.
Nice little comeback on that play.
Jackson Stevens. A gain out to the 31-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and about 2 yards to go for the 1st down.
Yeah, these guys they were considering going for it, but this type of
I think
field
they're
position
gonna
from their own 30,
I
you got to
think that-
expect that they're going to kick here, 4th and 2.
Watch out for a fake, though. It's
Back
not a
deep is
bad area to do
another
it.
Beckenhuis, Aiden Beckenhuis. Got a couple of stories on the Beckenhuises coming up. This one spins out a little deep. Oh, a touch Aiden. That's a live ball right there. Ooh, the rocket. Oh, the ball's still live. It's like number 6, J.P. Sullivan pounces on it.
Yeah, it looks like it's
Beckenhuis
Reading's
might have
ball
second-guessed that one. He was sort of in between if he wanted to go after it. So very fortunate for the Rockets there to hold on to that ball. And J.P. Sullivan heard his name earlier.
He is fumbled, but recovered by Reading at their own 35. Recovered by Reading's number 6, J.P. Sullivan. It'll be first down and 10 for the Rockets.
So last week I heard the PA announcer at the other team call. I've heard the name Beckenhuis actually absolutely butchered him for about 10 straight years, and he actually got his last name right, but then called him 80 Beckenhuis.
80
I go, never. Who would have thought he got his first name wrong? But
80 like the number? 80?
I don't know. No,
Maybe,
Aiden.
eh?
Added. Here we go. Under center is Murphy. Damari in motion behind him. It's a counter, and it looks like that's to Alvin Day, I think. Let's see. I get the number
play
right.
by
Nope,
number
that was
10.
actually 24. I think that is
Lucas
Fleming.
Fleming is the ball carrier. He's stopped by number 10,
Great play by that
Zach
kid.
Moss. He stopped for no gain. It's going to be second down and 10 for the Rockets at their own 35.
Zach Moss, number 10, is a guy. We talked about some of those athletes. I heard his name called quite a bit. I get a chance to watch a little bit of one of the earlier games. In the shotgun, Murphy pulls it underneath, and there's Damari. He's got a little bit of room there. Nice cutback. Danny takes it to just over the 40, so he takes it for about 6 yards.
Good run, good play.
It was actually snuffed out pretty well by
Yeah.
Belmont, but you get Damari in open space, and he can turn nothing into something very quickly.
Gain of about
Yeah, they closed
6 on the
quick.
play. It's going to be third down and 4. Hit by number 20, Matt McHugh.
Number 20,
Number
Matt
10,
McHugh
Zach
in there.
Moss.
I think all three of the we'll come back to it after this play. Murphy back. He's got pressure on him. Nice scramble by Murphy. Toss it up and got out, just a little bit out of play. But, wow, beautiful footwork by
Yeah,
Murphy to
smart
evade
play,
that,
smart
stepping up
play.
in the
Just-
It'll
pocket.
be fourth down.
Get
But
away.
it's going to be fourth down here, so
At the
credit
Reading
Belmont here. The
41.
Rockets are going to kick this one away. We haven't seen a whole lot of punts from the Rockets in the first
No.
2 games.
No, Belmont did a real good job there stopping the Rockets.
So I think all the captains for Belmont are actually defensive backs as well. That's Jackson Stevens. 24 is Chad Francis. And then Matt McHugh, number
The high
20.
one.
That takes a good rocket bounce. Nice high kick and bounces out around the 15. Trevor Conroy with that one. So Trevor's
Number 33,
kicked
Trevor
beautifully for the
Conroy.
Rockets when they've had to do it. Got a nice bounce
Goes out
there,
of
and
bounds at
Belmont is
the
going to take over
Belmont
first and 10 from about the
16
15-yard line.
The Marauders take over first down and 10 with 1:14 left in the first quarter.
Little known fact about the name Beckenhuis, Brian, it actually means brick house.
It means brick house.
Actually, I just made that up.
It sounds
It's-
close.
huh?
It sounds
sounds
close.
like it should, didn't it? Those guys will hit you like a brick house,
Hey,
too.
don't worry, I'll buy it. Sounds good.
I know Hughes' house, but I just took a guess. Why not? It's one of your favorite songs, too, Brian, isn't it?
Brick house, sure.
All right, first and 10 here for Belmont. Broderick in the shotgun. He goes back to pass. Looks underneath as an out to Jackson Stevens, but he throws it away. Good coverage right there
Yeah,
by
double
Pat
coverage.
DeRoss, number 8,
Yep.
and number 15, Patrick
The
Harrigan.
pass is incomplete. Tipped at the line by Reading's number 56, Sean Beckenhuis. It's going to be second down and 10 from the Belmont 16-yard line.
from the shotgun here for Belmont. It's going to be a keeper. He runs it right up and gets stacked up almost immediately. Bunch of Rockets in there. DiCrescenzo, O'Brien coming in from both sides of the line, and, of course, Sean Beckenhuis in the middle of that as well.
Hard to tell if that was a broken play. It didn't look designed, but either way, it wasn't very effective.
So it looks like we have a timeout. Could be one of those
Where's the
set
West
water
game?
breaks here, too, with just under a minute to
Was
go in
ball
the first
carrier.
quarter
He
with the
stopped
Rockets
after
leading
a
7-0.
gain. It's going to be third down and about 8 yards to go for the first down. Timeout on the field.
I mentioned some of those other juniors we've been calling their names quite a bit. We called J.P. Sullivan's name twice already today. Patrick DeRoss, number 8, playing outside linebacker, has been awesome all season.
Yep.
Colby Goodchild, number 20. You'll see his name out there. I've heard number 7, Nick Zanino out there on special teams. Those guys look really good. I said it was a unique situation this year, Brian, because they're actually going to play football 2 times this year,
Correct.
right?
Yep.
So, and it'll be a glaringly different team with 25 seniors going to be gone in the fall, but there's still a ton of talent here on the Rockets.
Yeah, and they've got a good-sized sophomore class coming up, as well as the freshmen, so plenty of depth.
I think as long as you have Thomas O'Brien on the blind side of James Murphy.
That's all you need.
Third and about 8 here. He's back to pass. Good pressure right there by Thornton. Dumped underneath. And Dom DiCrescenzo comes in and absolutely mashes him behind the line. Wow.
He read that play
Look at the
way.
size of DiCrescenzo. He's about 260. They try a little underneath screen, and he runs him down in the backfield.
Number 20, Matt McHugh. He's chased down
It's going to be
from
terrifying.
behind by Reading's number 77, Dom DiCrescenzo. A loss of about 3 on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 11. The ball is at just inside the 15-yard line of Belmont.
The Rockets continuing to do what they've done all year is just smother you with defense.
I believe you just said 45 seconds till the quarter.
See who we have back deep here for the Rockets. Looks like Aiden Beckenhuis and probably Colby Goodchild, number 20. It's a fair catch right there by Goodchild, and he catches it right at the 35-yard line. So once again, the Rockets starting with a short field here at the end of the first quarter.
The Belmont punt is fair caught by number 20, Colby Goodchild, at the Belmont 35. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Rockets.
Yeah, this is great field position for the Rockets right here.
Tell you, they've worked with short field most of the year.
Yeah.
And that's got to be, you see a line like this and James Murphy coming out in the field, it's got to be a little bit intimidating. Murphy in an empty set here. 3 split left. In motion, Nick Perez. He swings it out. He's got Perez wide open, and he pulls it in. He's still on his feet. Oh, Perez. Wow, good coverage. Wrapped it up out there, and he does get out. I tell you, Perez is the backup quarterback, and sometimes you'll see him. Last year, they put him in there in the Wildcat, and he's a great athlete. Swung it out, beautifully set up play. And
Very versatile. Can do just about anything.
he can. He can run. He can throw the ball. He's a receiver.
For the Rockets.
He's a guy you'd have high confidence in putting him in back at quarterback. So great play by Perez, 1st and 10 here from about the 14-yard line. He looks left. Oh, he's got him wide open right here. Looks like Damari, and what a catch. Is that Danny? Can't see it from there.
He was in,
Wow,
too.
Dan Damari. What a pass by Murphy.
Wow.
Holy smokes. Murphy set that up in the air with Damari's back running 10 yards to him. Turns around and it's in his hands. Beautiful play.
Right over his head.
Oh, the poise of a sophomore quarterback like that. Absolutely perfect throw.
Great job by Danny.
Doesn't hurt when you
Track
have
it
a
down.
superior athlete like Damari on the end of it.
Yeah. Good big target. Great hands.
Damari going to play up in Bentley next year. He is dangerous. He had 4 catches for about 140 yards last week.
141,
One of them,
I believe.
Third game from, here we go, Ferrante, right down the middle. Beautiful.
Out of a hole by Nichols Perez.
So at the end of the first quarter, Rockets strike quickly. Murphy to Damari on a 14-yard pass. Ferrante makes it Reading 14, Belmont 0. You know what, Brian? I was going to tell you end of the first quarter. You know who was really impressive last week's game? Did you see the Woburn mascot?
I did not.
That person,
No.
that person danced for about 2 hours straight.
Is it the bull?
Straight. I think he's a bull or a cow, right?
Bull or cow,
Ironically, being a bull, I think the nickname's the Tanners, right? So
Tanners, yeah.
maybe he was so happy because he didn't know what was coming. Because when you get to the tannery, that's not so good for cows.
No, it's
No.
not.
But
Well,
that
I
kid,
missed him. I
we
didn't
watched
see it.
that kid. We were laughing at him the whole time because he did not stop moving for about 2 straight hours, dancing around. The Woburn mascot, A+.
Woburns always had a lot of pride in their mascot.
Ferrante set to kick off here with, it says 1 second left in the quarter. Fielded by number 6, that's their quarterback. Ryan Broderick takes it back to about the 27-yard line. I think that may be the end of the quarter.
Yeah.
It might be switching sides here.
Number 6, Ryan Broderick returns the kick from about his own 12. He's hit by number 18, Evan Theus.
No, I think we probably may have another second or two here.
There was a flag on the play.
All right, they're going to pick it up. That's the quarter.
To start the second quarter, Belmont is going to have the ball at their own 43-yard line, first down and 10.
Belmont set here to take over 1st and 10 from their own 38 to start the second quarter, trailing 14-0 to Reading. Broderick in the shotgun. It's a quick swing right out here. The number 3 gets stacked up immediately. Number 3 is, looks like Andre
The pass is complete to
Yardemian.
Andre
I probably butchered that name, but
Yardemian.
Now, Belmont
Gain
didn't have
is
much
out
on
to
that.
the
Adam DiNapoli
46.
closed very quickly.
Gain of 3. It's going to be second down and 7. Tackles made by Reading's number 5, Adam DiNapoli.
I can see big Nick Bates, middle linebacker. I can actually see his Beware the Dog thing on there, Brian. I have to zoom in on that.
I
one.
am going to zoom in. Let's see if we can
So
see
Bates
it.
was in the backfield about 8 times last week against Woburn, and he was those guys are seeing him in his nightmares. Big body. Can you imagine
Yeah,
seeing
there
that
it is.
line? DeCrescenzo, Beckenhuis, O'Brien, and then behind him comes a 250-pound linebacker. Broderick in the shotgun. He's back. Damari is all over him.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw that coming. The
He came
closing
in-
speed
yeah.
for Danny Damari. No chance at
untouched.
all.
This gate is
Wow.
He was untouched, and he
knocked down by number
had a
1,
steam, and
Dan
that was that.
Damari. Back at the 32-yard line.
Dan Damari is I've never seen a guy close
A
with
loss
better
of about
angles
10
since
on
he's
the play.
been
It's
7
gonna be
years
third
old.
down and about 20
And when you
yards
don't
to go
account
the
for him,
first
that's
down.
big trouble for any team. He's just faster than you, too. That's the problem, right? He's as fast, if not faster, than any of the skill position on the other
he's
side. He
a
just
tough one
closed
to
on
pick
him, and
up.
Broderick didn't have a chance. 3rd and 22 here. Oh, Thornton put some pressure on. He gets the ball up in the air. He had a guy, maybe a step on DiNapoli, but overthrows him. Trevor Conroy coming over to help out DiNapoli, but a little bit too far for him, and it's going to be 4th and forever here coming up. So you'll see Belmont set up the punt team.
Yeah, that'll be a punt. Yeah, that was a tough play all around. I mean, he had double coverage.
He saw Trevor Thornton bearing down on him. He thought it was Damari from last play. And you put Thornton on the outside, too, another speed guy. Back deep, Aiden Beckenhuis and Colby Goodchild. It's a good kick right there. It's a bomb over Beckenhuis's head. This one he is going to field. Makes one move. Nice cutback for Aiden. Gets about 6 or 7 yards from there. Gets knocked out about the 36-yard line. So good play by Beckenhuis on that one.
Number 10, Aiden Beckenhuis, returns the Belmont kick at about his own 25 and returns it out to the 35, where it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Rockets.
You know, a number I haven't seen yet on Belmont was number 24, Chad Francis. He may be injured. He was a guy that I remember from last season. Excellent running back.
Running back, okay.
Yeah, he had over 1,000 yards last year, and I believe if I was listening to an earlier broadcast that 4 of those games he had over 200 yards. I've yet to see him here today, so wondering if he's on the IR. Handoff right up the middle here, and it goes to Thornton. He's got a big hole. Fleming.
Fleming, yeah.
Lucas Fleming takes it. I told you this earlier. I am going to get Thornton and Fleming messed up all year long at 21 and 24. Very similar running styles, and once again, also guys who don't get taken down on those first hits.
Yeah. Well, they look
Nice run by
exactly the
Lucas
same.
Fleming.
Within a couple pounds of each other.
They added Fleming into the passing game with some underneath screens that were beautiful last week. Right now we have Bates at fullback, Thornton in the eye. He's going to pull back. He throws it underneath to Harrigan. Oh, look at who's in front of him. My gosh. Thomas O'Brien. Harrigan throws him down. What a setup play. A counter, they throw it underneath to Harrigan. And who do they have? Big number 52 leading the way out there. About a 40-yard gain there.
Number 9, Brennan Westgate. The gain is down to the Belmont 26, where it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Rockets.
Beautiful play by Harrigan right there.
It's like having a snow
big
plow
Thomas out there in front of you. In the shotgun now, flanked by Thornton. Harrigan out by himself up right. It's right up to Thornton. He actually runs into his own guy. I think we had Beckenhuis pulling there, and they happen to run into each other in the backfield, and Thornton comes up hobbling.
Trevor Thornton is the ball carrier.
His buddy Lucas Fleming going in to take his place right now. He dinged up a little bit.
It's going to be 2nd down and about 10 yards to go for the 1st down.
He might have got stepped on by a cleat by Beckenhuis there as he was pulling. So we had Harrigan by himself. Jackson Stevens on him. It's a handoff right up to Thornton. He's got – oh, what a stiff arm. Wow.
You got to go low against a guy like that.
I said I messed it again. It's Lucas Fleming. The Fleming and Thornton family are going to kill me for getting the names wrong. Lucas Fleming absolutely Earl Campbell did right there with that stiff arm and pulled it for another 3 yards. They're actually very similar runners, and they're good buddies. And then you get to follow number 3, too. Nick Bates.
It's a punishing backfield all around.
Under center now, Murphy. He hands it off to Fleming again, up the gut. He drives it. That's going to be a 1st down.
That's a 1st down, yep.
So nice, tough run for Lucas Fleming. I tell you, the tandem of Fleming and Thornton have been brutal on opposing defenses this year, whether they're catching it out of the backfield or running behind that massive line.
Down to the 13-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 10 Rockets.
We get Harrigan and Perez split wide right. Danny Damari set up in the tight end position on the left. Keep an eye on him.
Got him right about the 11, 12-yard line.
Murphy goes back. He hands it to Fleming. Takes it for a couple of tough yards, just down to about the 10.
Might have about 2 or so on that.
Hey, little shout out to Patrick Harrigan's grandparents. Julie and Bob Osborne are in Titusville, Florida, watching their grandson Patrick. I think we said Patrick was going to play football next year in Western New England. We can confirm that.
Where? Western New
I think
England?
Western New England, yeah.
At the Belmont 11-yard line.
We know there's a couple of people in Florida watching us, Brian.
Yes. Yes, we do. Power of technology.
I'm not above throwing out a couple of shout-outs, Brian, especially because Mandy Harrigan gave me $20 to do it. So here we go. He's back to pass. Oh, Murphy pulls up again. He drops the ball, but he fortunately pounces on it.
Nice rush
Wow.
by Belmont there.
You know, they've been putting some pressure on Murphy as he's dropping back. He's had to step up in the pocket. That one he loses the handle of, but fortunately falls on top of it.
At about the 12, it's going to be 3rd down and about 9 yards to go for the first down.
Nice push up the middle for Belmont there.
It was.
Rockets fortunate there. Just outside the 10 now, 3rd down and about 11. There is room for a first down. He's flanked by Bates and Fleming. Right up the gut to Fleming, and he has got a huge hole and takes it for a first down inside the 3.
I think he's
we
at
said
the
there
1.
was room for a first down, and wow, what a hole up the middle for Lucas.
Down to the 2-yard line where it'll be 1st and goal to go for the Rockets.
James Murphy has the benefit of, you know, not having to do everything himself, right? This team is so good on the ground, too. That's Perez in motion. Murphy hands it to Fleming. He cuts back.
Cut.
And he's
I
in.
think he got
Beautiful
it.
play by Lucas Fleming.
I think he got it.
Why not give it to him? He was a star of this drive here today. So Lucas Fleming had some fantastic runs here as the Rockets make it 20-0 with 6 minutes and 17 seconds to go to the half. We'll have Ferrante in here for the extra. Ferrante looks like he just pulled that one.
No good.
Beautiful kick. He just pulled it left, so the kick is no good. And the
The
Rockets
score
lead
remains
20-0.
Belmont 0. There's 6:11 left in the second quarter.
You know, I mentioned how well balanced this team is. You
And
know,
just a reminder, please, that when you're around here, please wear your face mask. Also, try to maintain the social distancing and take very good care on the bleachers. We also ask that if you have brought coffee or drinks in, that you please use the trash receptacles that are placed around the facility.
Ace Bryson with a couple of public service announcements right there, Brian.
Yeah.
He's going to keep this place clean. So I talked about Murphy. You know, he's got about 3 touchdown passes in each of the previous games done in, 2.5 quarters, right? And we'd be raving about those numbers with any other team, but this team is so strong in all facets of the game. Those eye-popping numbers are standard operating procedure.
Yeah, it is.
So we have Thornton with a 9-yard touchdown, Murphy with a beautiful 14-yard strike to Damari, and a run up the gut after a series of nice runs by Lucas Fleming to have the Rockets out early. Once again, throwing up a 0. They've been helped greatly by incredible field position all day.
Yeah, I mean, this is really their, 10th consecutive strong quarter. I mean, they've all been
Not too
fire.
many weaknesses in the Rocket team so far this year. Looks like I see Trevor Thornton is actually going to walk off and get checked out by the trainer. So we might see a little bit more of Fleming in the backfield for part 2. We get a flag on the field, yeah. Not sure what that one was, but
fair. I think he tried
You can,
a fair
you can call a
catch.
fair catch on the kickoff, so
Yeah,
they
but
are going to set it down. I'm not sure what that penalty was.
Fair catch is the Reading kickoff.
They're going to walk off. It looks like just 5
A
yards. So
5-yard penalty for improper signal.
so
It'll be first down and 10.
I think the
for
fair catch is
Belmont
only
at
allowed on the
their
punt.
Own 23.
thought that you could fair catch on a kickoff, but I don't know
Well, you
if
know what?
that
Don't
was.
forget though, they changed the rules, maybe within the past couple of years, because I think now they're under what's called the National Federation, so that might have had something to do with it.
Lindmark bringing a little bit of knowledge.
Yeah.
Here we go in the
More
set
than the
here.
camera work here, buddy.
Shotgun handoff up the gut right there. Looks like maybe a different quarterback in there.
Arnold is the ball carrier. He's hit by Reading's number 8, Patrick DeRoss. Number 56, Sean Beckenhughes. He stopped for no gain on the play. It's going to be second down and about 10 yards to go for the first down.
2nd and 10 here for the Marauders. Jackson Stevens split right. They're gonna send each other, him and Harrigan, against each other all day long. He pulls underneath. That's a slant to him. Gets Pat back, and here goes Colby Goodchild and Danny Damari.
Yeah, they
Nowhere
read
to
that
go.
well.
Nice block by number 15 to try to spring Jackson Stevens.
I was
but
going to say it was.
Damari, it looked like a really nicely set up play.
Then
Damari and
yeah.
Colby Goodchild closed.
Dan Damari. The loss is about, the gain is about 2 yards. It's going to be third down and about 8 yards to go for the first down.
We see Fleming coming in to take his buddy spot, Trevor Thornton, on that outside linebacker position here. A couple of big bodies. This is the big body defense right here for the Rockets. 3rd and 12 here. Belmont unable to get much going here in the first half. Back to pass. Oh, there's guys all over him. Whew.
Jeez, he didn't have
Right
any
in
time
there.
at all.
Beckenhughes, Dan O'Connor, 55 in there as well. And then DiCrescenzo didn't have a chance there, just swarming. Talked about the big body defense. Imagine their regular defense isn't big enough. They have even a bigger line up there, and that one pushes them back. Once again, the Rockets are going to be poised to have tremendous field position here.
13 to go for the first down.
Goodchild and Aiden Beckenhughes back deep. Colby Goodchild had a great play on that swing out to Jackson Stevens. It's a nice kick fielded by Goodchild at the 50. He cuts back.
He's got some room.
Nice little block there. Oh, man, he gets outside and he takes it for about 10 yards. So great run back by Colby Goodchild into about the 36-yard line of Belmont. And here we go again. Short field. They've been playing on a half field the whole
Colby
game.
Goodchild returns the kick from about his own 50 down to the Belmont 36-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Rockets.
Brian, I'm going to give another shout-out here to superfan, Reading Rockets superfan, Dennis Durandi. Reading, lifelong Reading guy. His son, Jeff, was an absolute animal middle linebacker for this Rocket team about 20-something years ago, maybe 30. That's how old we are now. But Dennis Durandi, super fan for the Rockets. Want to give him a hello from the boys in the booth here.
All right, Dennis.
Under center right now in motion is Perez. It's a swing out to Perez. Look at how much room he has there. Jackson Stevens trying to catch up on a good play. Nice cutback, and he gets it to about the 30-yard line. So he had plenty of room to run, but a couple of good athletes in front of him here.
Nicholas Perez is the ball carrier.
I thought he might have had it outside.
Are you second-guessing my boy Perez?
I think I am.
He's got a pretty good athlete there in front of him, number 4, Jackson Stevens, so he's a tough guy to get around.
And about 4 yards to go for the first down.
Under center right now, Fleming behind Bates. Oh, but Murphy's back to pass. He looks underneath. Right there is Bates. Oh, he's trying to swing it out. He would have had a couple of big bodies. DiCrescenzo out in front of him. Just missed it.
It's going to be 3rd down and about 4 for the first down.
That one would have been something if it was complete with Dom DiCrescenzo leading the way. Nicely set up play, just couldn't execute.
Yeah, he had a good handoff because he fooled me. I followed the runner.
I told you the Murphy family is going to kill you if they don't get any touchdown passes that you miss on the camera. So
no, we got Damari's pretty good.
What a play that was. So Fleming is flanking Murphy in the shotgun right now. Split left, Harrigan and Goodchild in motion. There's Damari. He throws it underneath to Damari. Oh, great play right there.
Wow.
Number 20, we talked about him earlier, was Matt McHugh.
Pass is complete to number 1.
Beautiful
Damari.
closing speed there.
Chased down by
Usually
number
that's
20,
Damari
Matt
doing the
McHugh.
clip, but Matt
Yeah,
McHugh made a
no,
beautiful
that was
play there. Snuffed it out.
outstanding.
Little
About 3 on the
counter
play.
for Damari.
It's going to be 4th
And if McHugh
down
doesn't make that
and
play,
about
he's got nothing but green in front of him. So beautiful play right there
7 yards to go for the first down.
from Matt McHugh and Belmont.
Fourth down.
4th down here, but it's 4-down territory. He's back to pass. He steps up, and he's got room again. Look at this. Oh, he pumps it. He's got more room. Look at him go. Tell you, Murphy, they're not asking him to run. He's got 2 of the longest runs of the game today.
On a scramble,
Absolutely
carries the
fakes
ball
out a
down
guy
to
with a
the
pump fake and runs it for about
19-yard line. Enough for the first down. It's going to be
good
first down and
15-yard
10
run
for
right
the
there for
Rockets.
Murphy.
Heads up play. Give him a little fake.
You got to give Murphy
off.
credit. I'm going to tell you that his footwork is as if everything else wasn't going his way. The kid's got a cannon for an arm. He's got his ceiling is through the roof mentally, and now he's starting to step up and run the ball. It's too much for most teams. In the shotgun right now, first down. He takes it, hands it right up the gut to Fleming, and Fleming takes it for about 8.
Nice
right
hole.
there.
Nice hole.
Just about at the 10-yard line. So they're going to be leaning on Fleming here with Thornton. Looks like Thornton is over on the
Lucas
sideline
Fleming
here
is
trying
the
to
ball
loosen
carrier.
up.
He carries the ball down to the 12. A gain of about 7. It's going to be 2nd down and about 3 yards to go for the first down.
Fleming flanking Murphy here. As I said, him and Thornton have been interchangeable and interchangeably successful. Hand up the gut here again to Fleming, and he takes it. Looks like for a first down here
Yeah, I think
inside
got a
the
first
5-yard line.
I say you're 1st and goal from the 4. Maybe.
Lucas Fleming is the ball carrier. He carries the ball down inside the 5.
Maybe about the 5-yard line.
Were you correcting me,
Well,
Brian?
spotted at the 5.
That's why we
so
got
it's
rid of the
gonna be
last
first
Brian.
and goal to go from the 5-yard line.
No, you're good there. First and goal from the 5. Under center now for Murphy. Handoff right up the gut. Big hole for Fleming, and he's in for his 2nd of the day.
That was
Beautiful play.
That was
huge hole up the
touchdown
middle.
run by number
Fleming
24,
rambles in,
Lucas Fleming.
rumbles in from 5 yards out.
That was behind the big block from a number 50 captain, number 55. Who's that guy?
Yeah, let me look him up. 55, Dan O'Connor. That's my boy, kid. That's my boy.
Yeah, of course, I know.
Ferrante back for the kick here. It's 26-0. About 50 seconds left to go in the half, and Ferrante crushes that one right down the middle.
Ferrante's kick is good. Makes the score Reading 27, Belmont 0. There's 54 seconds left in the first half.
Talk about this Rocket
Wow.
team just coming at you in waves. And
Yeah.
It does not help when you only have to, when you're playing on the half field most of the day. They've benefited greatly from incredible field position.
See, we got about a minute left in this half here. I believe Belmont's got all 3 timeouts.
I think so. I don't know if we've had a timeout called yet. They do have these water
They have
breaks
the water
that they'll do
breaks.
every, I think at like a 6-minute mark.
But Belmont's going to need all of them.
Yeah, I think they just like to get something going here, right? Get some positive
You want
momentum.
to get something on the board before the half.
They'll need a big run back here to do something before the half here. Nice kick there down to the 20-yard line. Oh, right in there. Number 18 was Evan Tice. So nice coverage right there by Tice.
Yeah, the Rocket kickoff team gets down there one more time. I mean, they're
special
flying
teams,
now.
even the special teams are doing it, right?
Returns the Reading kick. At about the 20, he's hit by Reading's number 18, Evan Theus. At about the 23, so it'll be first down and 10 for Belmont at their own 23.
First and 10 as Belmont starts deep in their own territory again. Haven't been able to get much going here. Pulls it underneath. He throws it out to Jackson Stevens. He's got room. Beautiful. Oh, what a play.
Boy.
Touchdown-saving tackle right there by Patrick DeRoss. Beautifully set up play underneath to a great athlete. And he was about to go all the way. That's exactly what Belmont needed with a minute to go. And Patrick DeRoss tracks him down and just trips him up. So beautifully set up play and the best play from scrimmage for Belmont.
First down to the Belmont 40-yard line, 45-yard line. First down and 10 for Belmont. There's 42 seconds left in the first half.
Nice pass underneath to Jackson Stevens. And
I think we might have a timeout here. Timeout Belmont, smart time to
thinking
use
about
it.
what they can do here with 42 seconds to go. A couple more plays like that will do it, but junior Patrick DeRoss makes a big play to save a touchdown right there.
Yeah, nice quick screen. Blockers were in place.
Sometimes all you got to do is let your athletes get the ball in their hands. Let them do something. We saw that last week with the Rockets. You know, the yards after catch last week for Damari, for Perez. You know, these guys catching the ball for Harrigan, doing a ton of the work there. You just put it in your athletes' hands and let them do it. Let them work with it. Handoff up underneath right here.
Try to get out of bounds.
Gets out of bounds. So good play to stop the clock there. Number 6 was that. I think it was Broderick actually running the ball there. And sometimes they'll put in Brennan Westgate. Mix up their quarterbacks here and there.
Run out of bounds by Reading's.
I thought he got a few more than the 2.
Number 20, Colby Goodchild. Gain of a yard on the play. It's going to be second down and 9 from the Belmont 44.
36 seconds to go here, Brian. You might see a shot play here, right? Why not?
I would think you'd want to stay in the air.
He's going to pull underneath. Here's a play to Jackson Stevens again. We've seen that one set up a few times here. This one snuffed out again.
Yeah.
They just came back this way.
The pass is complete to number
Closed very
4,
quickly once again by
Jackson
Goodchild and
Stevens.
Damari. So.
Well, that one seemed to develop a little bit slower.
Gain of about 5 yards on the play.
Timeout.
Into Reading territory at the 49. Timeout Belmont. Tackles made by number 20. Colby Goodchild.
17 seconds here in the half, Brian, and they're obviously going to try to
Number
come up with
15,
something here with
Patrick
about
Harrington.
48 yards to go. I did see their kicker warming up. He looked very good, actually. So maybe a play to see if we can get in range for a field goal as well. Belmont would love to get on the board here.
You've got 3rd and 5. Probably one more timeout. So you're going out of bounds. We will see.
The Rockets have yet to be scored on this season in the first 3 quarters of a game. They were scored late in the game against Woburn, the only touchdown against this defense all year. Belmont would like to do something about that right now with 17 clicks left on the clock here in the half.
Well, it's certainly 4-down territory. So you've got 2 plays.
Maybe a little trickery here if after a timeout.
Maybe.
Zach Moss flanking. Looks like Brennan Westgate in there at quarterback now. He goes back, swings out behind Moss. He's looking to throw the ball. Throws it underneath and just lets it sling a little bit too high over McHugh's head. Good looking setup play. I think that one just got away from him.
It's going to be 4th down and about 4 yards to go for the first down at the Reading 49.
Well, in either case, the quarterback here for Belmont's either going to have to roll out or get rid of it quick because Reading's coming and they're coming fast.
Yeah, they haven't given a lot of breathing room for the quarterbacks at all. Any quarterback on any team this season so far. But a good play to roll out and give yourself a shot. So it looks like we have Westgate in there again, flanked by Moss. 3 split left. He drops straight back this time. He jumps up. Oh, my gosh, they're all over him. Dom DiCrescenzo in there. And then number 56, Sean Beckenhughes, cleans it up. Man, these guys close, and they close quickly.
Yeah,
that's gonna do it. They're going to turn the ball over here with 4 seconds to go. And I would imagine you'd see the Rockets up 27-0. Just let the clock run out and get to the half.
Takes over on down.
Yeah, I think you'll take a knee here and
49.
go to the half with a nice lead.
Yeah, let's mercifully take a knee for the Rockets. And he does. Murphy kneels on it here. They're going to run out the clock of the first half with Reading leading 27-0 over Belmont. We'll see you in the second half. All right, Brian, we're back here for the second half with the Rockets leading 27-0 here. And they're going to get the ball back here to start the third quarter.
Set to kick off is Jonathan Williams.
Nice kick up there. He has to come in and get it. He drops the ball. Oh, wow. I think Belmont pounced on it.
Jeez, they're
Rockets
indicating like they have it.
Not sure what happened. They fumbled the ball, and
On the kickoff,
Belmont
the ball is
pounces
fumbled,
on it.
recovered
Wow.
by Belmont,
Big break for Belmont right there.
that kick got caught up in the wind, and it just
covered by number 20, Matt McHugh.
had to run a long way to come get that. He
It's
got caught up
first
in the
down
wind
and
right in
10
their
for
face.
Belmont at the
Rockets
right.
fumble, and now
32.
Belmont starts off with their best field position of the day. So fortunate bounce for Belmont, and away they go from the Rocket 30-yard line. They mix up the play call at the line. Got Harrigan flanking Jackson Stevens all day. Handoff up the gut right there, gets closed, and there's Nick Bates, the big dog, picking it up. Big pressure right there from Pat DeRoss. He evades DeRoss, and Bates comes in and closes very
Tyler
quickly.
Arnold is the ball carrier. He stopped for no gain on the play by Reading's number 3, Nick Bates. Second down and 10 from the Reading 32.
Be a test for the Rocket D here. Second and 10, though. Two split right. He keeps it underneath. He throws it under there. Oh, he drops the ball. He maybe heard a little footsteps because Damari was right in front of him. Is that
It's gonna
Matt
be third down
McHugh?
and 10.
Good looking play, but
At
McHugh was
the
getting
Reading
closed on
32
very
yard
quickly
line.
by Damari and just dropped the ball. Belmont trying to throw the ball out quickly and let their athletes make some plays here.
I
That
think
one
you're
just
still in
couldn't connect.
four-down territory here, though. Given the score, given the position of the field, I think you.
Yeah, why not? Right? What's the gain, right? If we're
Right.
gonna do this from the 30, kick it to the end zone and you gain 10 yards. So
Yeah, it's not-
I'd agree there, Brian.
Yeah.
In the shotgun right now. It's Westgate. He flips it out right. Nice cut back there, but gets closed on very quickly again, and that's Damari. Dom DiCrescenzo
Arno
and
is the ball
Trevor
carrier.
Conroy coming
He
up to help
stepped
out with that
by
one.
First, number 1, Dan Damari. Finished off by number 77, Dom DiCrescenzo. No gain on the play. It's going to be fourth down and about 10 yards to go for the first down.
We talk about waves. You talk about that huge defensive line, ton of athletic linebackers, and then you look at a kid like Trevor Conroy, number 33, is what, 6'3", 200 pounds. He's playing free safety. He comes up and goes, "What happened?" There's 3 waves of 200-pounders in this Reading D. Fourth down here. He's back to throw. Steps up. He throws it over. Beautiful play. Oh! Nice play. Just missed it. Beautiful pass. Well covered,
Pass
but
ball's incomplete.
might have come down with
Reading
that one was
takes over
McHugh,
on
but he
downs
couldn't
at the
convert.
32-yard line.
Very good looking play for Belmont, but the Rockets are going to take over here, 1st and 10 on the change of downs. So, Brian, I'm going to do another shout out.
All right.
This
What do
one's
you
a
got?
special one. Carlo Boschetti. You know that name? Carlo Boschetti.
I don't think so.
It's Carla D'Agostino's dad, is what I heard. And Carlo was the guy responsible for going and getting the bread for all the sandwiches that were made for the Rockets on their away games. I don't know if you remember this. Dan DeMario would help put those things together.
I remember that,
That bread
yes.
was so good, he actually called them love pillows. Remember that?
Yeah, I
He goes, Look
do.
at this sandwich in between 2 love pillows. Yeah, it was a little odd, but we'll take it. Carlo was the guy responsible for that. Murphy back to pass on play action over the middle. Oh, just over Damari's hands.
Yep.
Good coverage there with
James
Matt McHugh on
Murphy's
Damari,
pass
but
falls
just a little bit
incomplete.
too high.
Intended for
Nothing
James
like a good
Damari.
sub roll. Oh,
He's second down and 10.
We used to make them, they'd make them for the kids for all the away games on the bus. And I'm like, these are the best sandwiches I've ever seen. I try to smuggle myself on the bus, grab a couple.
you said D'Agostino's, right?
No, it was from Carla D'Agostino, who is a former Rocket mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought you said, but that place is good too.
I actually don't know where he got them. Now I'm going to be in trouble for not giving the right place where Carlo actually did get the love pillows. Underneath pass right here is to Damari. Good blocking ahead of him. Dan makes a move. Oh, man, he's still on his feet. Danny takes it for about 10, 20 yards, and that's exactly what we talked about on the Belmont side. Give it to your athletes to let them make a play.
Yep. Great play.
Damari makes a big one, but he's shaken up at the end.
Flag on
So
the play.
Danny takes that for about a 20-yard gain. It looks like he's shaken up here. Might have got the wind knocked out of him if he landed on the ball, but we'll see here. That would be a brutally tough loss for the Rockets. Coach Fiore steps away, so he's content that Damari's all right here.
Yeah, I think he might have fallen on the ball.
He could have definitely fallen on the ball and knocked the wind out of him. He looks like he's okay sitting up.
Yeah, he's moving his head around good. And
What a player Danny Damari is. He's the last in the line of the Damaris.
yeah,
A couple of great football players, a couple
Yep.
of great baseball players. I think Big Dave actually won the state championship in the discus. He's playing football up at Endicott
Yep.
these past few years. So Dan looks like he's okay, a little bit shaken up. So good to see him
Yeah,
walk
good to
off
see
under
that.
his own power.
Absolutely.
Can you imagine the food bill at the Damari house?
No.
Danny's the youngest one. 4 boys. Giants,
Not at all.
you know.
The penalty on the play was a personal foul against the Rockets. A 15-yard penalty moves the ball back to the 19-yard line. It'll be first down and about 25 to go for the first down.
So we had a must have been a personal foul right there.
Yeah, I think so. Wow.
Had to have been.
Afterwards there, it seems to be that it might have been before that. Well, I guess it was a personal foul because they're still giving him a first down here. First and about 20, though. We get big number 83, and where Damari normally is, that's Matt Blasi. Back to pass. He throws it up underneath. Ooh, just couldn't pull it in was Harrigan. Blasi, number 83, will go in there. He's a first-time
Incomplete.
football player this
It'll
year.
be
He's a big
second down and 15,
lacrosse
25
star, right?
Yeah,
from the
good size.
19-yard line.
Here's the
Good
stats.
hands.
Here's the stats on Blasi. He's never dropped a pass, and 50% of his career catches are touchdowns. He was 2 for 2 last week. One pass underneath he caught, and then he caught his first touchdown last week. It was awesome.
Good for him.
Yet to drop a career pass. Let's throw him another one right here. This is a different look, empty set here for the Rockets. Underneath right there, it's pass just behind Colby Goodchild. So we got a third and very, very long here for the
Murphy's pass
Rockets.
falls incomplete.
Not a lot of plays
It'll
in
be
the book
third down and
for
about 25.
3rd and 25. I know what play that they don't want to call, although he may do it again, is the Murphy run. He's run a couple of these, right?
Yeah.
They might just start putting that in the play call. We have Goodchild, Perez left. Right, we have Harrigan. In motion's Goodchild. Fleming flanking Murphy. Murphy goes back. He dumps it underneath. What a screen. Right there. Good block by O'Connor.
Yeah, great
Oh,
blocking.
he fumbles the ball now forward.
Oh,
It looks like Belmont pounces on it. So big,
Jeez.
nice looking screen underneath. Big block by Danny Oak, and Fleming fortunately gets the ball stripped at the end of the play there. And it looks like Belmont's taken over here. So
that's the second fumble recovery for Belmont.
another
inside of-
turnover,
on the
and
side of the
Pass
another
was
opportunity
complete.
here for
On the
Belmont
run,
with
the
excellent
ball
field
struggled,
position.
Recovered by Belmont.
You don't want to. These breaks come far and few between. So, with Belmont, you really need to.
They
get
want
in
to
the end zone
capitalize here. They've
Yep.
had 2
We covered
opportunities
that.
with
We
excellent
already
field position
34.
inside the 35-yard line on both occasions. Rockets snake bit with a couple of fumbles here in the third quarter already. First and 10 here for Belmont in the shotgun. Hands it up. Oh, absolutely crunched. Is that Sean Beckenhuis in the back?
Read that.
Wow. Untouched. Blew up his guy on the line and caught him in the backfield. Didn't have a chance right there.
A host of running tacklers for a loss of about 4 yards. It's going to be second down and 14 from the Reading 38.
Lassiter from Belmont didn't have a chance there. Beckenhuis just blew up the play from the get-go. '74 Jonathan Lawrence in there at the nose, spelling Big Obi. He's going to swing this one out, throws it underneath, and oh, wow, what a play.
Who was
He
that?
dropped the ball there. It probably saved him a loss of about 3 yards. It was Patrick Harrigan came in and put the lick on McHugh.
It's going to be third down and about 14 yards to go for the first down.
McHugh takes a hard hit right there. Drops the ball, which actually probably was fortunate as he would have lost another 3 or 4 yards.
Right.
So snuffed out by Harrigan. Beautiful play by Patrick. So you Harrigan about 6'4", and defensive back. I said Trevor Conroy at free safety, 6'3". Third and about 14 here for Belmont. Steps back, he throws it up underneath. Got to put your head up in the air, and he pulls it in. Beautiful play, but was he out of bounds? He was out of bounds.
Yep.
Harrigan and Conroy over there.
For Jackson Stevens.
Great athletic play by Jackson Stevens, but he was just out of bounds.
And about 14 yards to go for the first down.
Yeah, so it looks like Belmont's going to punt on this.
Yeah,
which
with,
is probably
with
a
14
wise,
yards,
yeah,
probably a good play. Try to pin the Rockets deep here.
I agree.
Maybe come up with another fumble. Let's
turnover,
not hope so for the Rockets, but they've had a couple of them this quarter. I'm sure that even up big, that will have Reading coaching staff pulling what's left of their hair out. This looks like what could be sort of a weird pooch punt here, but maybe it's an actual fourth down play. Up, I didn't even see my guy hiding behind the. I didn't see him hiding behind the referee there. I'm like, what's the setup? You're supposed to cover me on that, Brian, when I can't see what's going on the play.
Yeah, I didn't know I was.
You don't know what I was
I didn't
talking
know what
about.
you were doing there.
Belmont kick is down.
I'm on a roll.
It looked like a pretty damn normal
I'm on a
punt
roll,
to me.
Brian. Let me go, will you, please?
All right.
So we were talking about at halftime that do we need to get the pump up music going from Ace Bryson in here, Brian? What are your favorite pump up songs?
Pump
You know
up
what
songs,
I mean? Like
huh?
like they had.
Like Pump Up the Jam?
No. Like AC/DC, Thunderstruck. The boys used to come into that, right?
Yeah.
Classic. We Will Rock You, another
Yeah.
classic. What are other pump up songs you like?
AC/DC said.
Yeah.
I have to give that some thought here.
We're gonna talk about this. Under center right now is Murphy. Handoff up the gut that looks like Fleming. What a run. Is that Fleming or is our boy Trev Thornton back in the game? I think it's Fleming. I think Trev Thornton may be sidelined. They might want to keep him out. He got dinged up a little bit earlier. No sense throwing him in there if he's got his knee tweaked a little bit.
McHugh. Gain of 8 on the play. It's second down and 2 from the Reading 22.
Nice run by Fleming there. He's in the eye behind Bates. Nick Perez split wide right. Harrigan split left. Hands it off up the gut. Follows big block right behind Dom DiCrescenzo and gets the first down. I am literally getting text messages now from folks about their favorite pump-up songs here. Ryan, Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
He stopped after a gain of about
Kristen
4.
Doucette
His first down and
texting me
10
in the middle of the
for
game
Rockets
live. That one is an awesome one, though,
at
huh?
the 27-yard line.
Of course, how about Enter Sandman? Metallica.
Metallica's
Awesome.
good call, yeah.
Very good. We Will Rock You, classic. I think I might have mentioned that one. Handoff right here, right up the gut again. Little stutter step by Fleming, and Fleming rips it for 10 yards. What a run. Tough run by Fleming up the middle, and he takes it. So you know which one I love, Brian?
He picks up about 10 yards, enough for the first down. First down and 10 for the Rockets.
You ever hear the song Rise by The Cult? That one's awesome. It's one of my favorites.
Rise.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, one of the reasons
You should sing it right here. Get it going.
You think so?
Yeah.
we have about 15 people who watch the show as it is. We don't need like 3. All right, 1st and 10 here, I formation. Murphy right up the gut, goes back to Fleming. Oh, gosh, he is just ripping off 7, 8 yard gains.
It was a 10-yard run.
He's stopped by number 8, Jonathan Williams. A gain of 9 on the play. It's 2nd down and 1. The ball is at the Belmont 48.
The old 2nd down and 1 plays are
Correction,
tough.
the right
9-yard gains ripped off up the middle.
Did we put Appetite for Destruction in there?
Oh, good.
Welcome to the Jungle?
Is that Welcome to the Jungle?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, you're talking about the.
Well, there's a bunch of them on there. Crazy Train, or Night Train rather.
Handoff up the gut to Fleming again. He gets wrapped up this time and doesn't get the yardage. First time without positive yardage for Fleming in about 2 quarters. You know, I told you, Brian, we fired the other Brian, cameraman, because when we had this conversation last time, he said his pump-up song was actually the Pina Colada song.
Pina Colada song.
Yeah, we had to let him go. It's ridiculous, Brian.
Isn't that something like a,
He likes getting caught in the rain.
Somewhere?
He likes getting caught in the rain, apparently. Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard here for the Rockets. Under center is Murphy this time. Handoff again, right up the gut to Fleming, and he's got the first down. Runs right up the back of Dan O'Connor. Nice to see Oki up.
Hit again by number 77, A.J. Ramey. The gain is to midfield, where it is 1st down and 10 for the Rockets.
All right, Brian, we're going to throw a battery on here for you.
All right.
It's going to be a little tricky here. We get ourselves plugged in. Keep this going. 1st and 10 here. Back to passes. Murphy's one-on-one with Harrigan. Harrigan pulls it in over Jackson Stevens, and he's in. What a catch and throw. Perfect throw by Murphy, and a super athletic catch with great coverage, too, and Harrigan pulls it in.
That was what?
And at the 25-yard line, make that to 26. 1st down and 10 for the Rockets.
We almost had an issue with the battery here, Brian. A better team would have actually plugged it in at halftime, huh?
Yes. Well,
God forbid we
kind of learn as you go.
With 3 home games, Brian, we're running out of time here, right? To get this right. 4 minutes to go in the 3rd. Rockets up 27-0. 1st down. Murphy under center. Handoff right up the gut to Fleming. Oh, what a hole again. 8 or 9 yard carries on 1st down, and got to be discouraging.
He stopped after a gain of about 8 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 2. The ball is at the 17-yard line of Belmont.
Murphy in the shotgun now. Harrigan one-on-one with Jackson Stevens. Harrigan won the last battle there. He's going to try it again. Oh, he pumps it, throws it up to Harrigan again. A little bit of hand action there. Harrigan might be looking for something, but tight coverage by Jackson Stevens.
Two defenders there. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 1 from the 17-yard line.
We have just under 4 minutes left in the quarter.
All right, 3rd and short here for the Rockets. Fleming flanking Murphy. We get Perez and Blasi split right. He pulls it up underneath. Oh, good pressure there. And he evades it and just throws it behind Perez underneath. He was going to look Blasi in the corner, but good pressure by Belmont up front had Murphy scrambling.
It'll be 4th down and 1 from about the 17th.
Number 80, senior Jay Kajander goes in for Blasi. They swap out Blasi and Goodchild here. 4th down right here. The Rockets need a yard to keep this drive going. Follow the big man Bates has worked all day. Do it again right there, and he gets stacked up. But I don't know if he got it.
I don't know.
Good play by Belmont D right there. He tried to follow the big dog Bates, and he got stopped. It's going to be where the ball's set here. We'll see what they say.
Well, it needs to be just beyond the 22, it looks like.
They're going to bring out the chains and measure this one.
Timeout for
Excuse me, the 18.
Oh, and they turn it over. So
wow.
Beautiful play by Belmont defense
Big
here.
Stop.
To turn it over inside their own 20.
Reading was short on the 4th down play, so Belmont will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 16-yard line.
2 excellent plays on 3rd and 4th down by Belmont will stop the Rockets, and we haven't seen that happen often.
Well, I'll tell you, it looks like Belmont got a little motivation at halftime there because they're playing some good football right now.
Officials timeout on the field. Fans, we ask that you please maintain your social distancing. And also, at the end of the game today, we'd ask that you please bring any of the trash that you may have brought with you today. Place them in the receptacles that are provided at the facility.
Yeah, better. You want to get in on the side? Got a hot mic here, Brian, but we're trying to we're extending our battery plug. Good thing we have a plug near us. Three minutes and 48 seconds to go in the 3rd. Rockets in command, but Belmont has taken over here on downs after a couple of nice defensive plays. I went over at halftime to sit with some of the folks over there, and a lot of the ladies over there talking about the prom.
Prom, yes.
What about the football game? Oh.
Well,
actually, you know what? I'll let them talk about anything. Happy, really thrilled that they're going to have a bunch of events for the seniors this year.
Yeah.
They missed out on a lot, but thrilled to be here watching football, too. Handoff up the gut, and he gets met immediately. Gets through the first line, and there's Bates again. Bates from the linebacker position, actually hitting them in the backfield.
Nick Bates.
Yeah, he got nothing on that.
He stopped for no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for Belmont. The ball is at their own 17-yard line.
That's Westgate under center for Belmont right now, I formation. Goes back, swings it out to Jackson Stevens. We've seen this play a couple of times. Nicely closed quickly. They do a good job on Harrigan with the block, but each time we've had Goodchild come over and help out. So what could be a big play, Goodchild says no.
Jackson Stevens. The gain out to about the 20-yard line, gain of 3. It's 3rd down and about 7. Tackles made by number 20, Kobe Goodchild.
Number 74, Jonathan Lawrence, going in there to give Big Thomas O'Brien a spell at nose tackle. 3rd and about 8 here. 2 split right, I formation. Little misdirection there. He gets caught, runs over his own guy. Gets tripped up. Bates is in there and pulls 2 guys down.
Tyler Arnold is the ball carrier.
4th down here. They got to kick. This
Yeah, I
is
think
real
you're putting the
position,
game
so.
here. Yep.
Nice answer for the Rocket D after turning it over. They do a quick 3 and out and get it right back here.
The ball is at the Belmont 21.
Beckenhuis and Goodchild need to be careful here because this ball he's kicking right into the wind. Last time they misjudged it because it got caught up in the air, so might be better off gets caught up again, just letting it go. Oh, it's a high snap. Good play to hold on to it. He does get it away. Got to let that one go, though, and it's going to be, once again, tremendous field position for Reading. So nice play by the punter to pull that one down and at least get some positive yardage.
At their own 43, Reading will take over 1st down and 10.
Rockets will start in Belmont territory here.
This is good field position for the Rockets.
We've been saying that all day.
Yeah, we
haven't
have. Well, actually, last quarter, not so much. But right now, yes. Or not last quarter, but last.
Led to some great field position for Belmont early in the quarter.
Right, that's what I meant, yeah.
First and 10, Rockets empty set here for Murphy. Back to pass, drops straight back, throws it underneath to Blasi. 3 for 3 for Blasi, catches it for about 6 yards. So Blasi's a big body. He's about 6'3" himself.
Yeah, just a
200-plus pounder. He's a big dude.
A nice 5-yard in.
He can just block you out. He's such a big guy. So we talked about Blasi earlier today.
Ball is at the Belmont 38.
There goes his 50% touchdown rate, though, right? He's got 3 catches now with 1 touchdown.
You're right. I'll have to make up for it on this drive.
Bates in front of Fleming in the backfield. It's a handoff to Fleming. Little stutter step, and he pushes it ahead, gets dragged back, though. So nice play right there. Big number 50.
Lucas Fleming is the ball carrier. He picks up about a yard.
Tony Zhao in there
It's
for
going to be 3rd down
stopped
about 4.
Almost no
The
gain
ball
there.
is between the 36 and the 37-yard line.
3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 here for the Rockets from the 33. Fleming and Bates now on either side of Murphy. Looks like they're calling an audible right here. Goes underneath. He pulls it back, throws it underneath to Harrigan with the block ahead of him. Great play by Patrick. Good play by number 8 to come
really
in
well
there.
designed. Nice little screen.
Jonathan
got the
Williams
blockers out
comes in
there.
and makes a good player. That one could have went for a lot more, but beautiful play underneath to Harrigan. Makes one move and gets the 1st down.
On the receiving end of James Murphy pass, carries the ball down to the
That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter here, Brian. Rockets threatening yet again here from the 25-yard line.
Belmont 0.
Rockets leading 27-0. The 1st down from the Belmont 35 upcoming. Yeah, Brian, we've been doing these kids' games so long since Pup Warner. It's hard to believe they're in high school now.
Oh,
yeah.
I
saw our buddy. I think he's 75. Is it our buddy Colin Donahue? He's actually got his learner's permit. He's driving around my neighborhood the other day, and by around I mean in, on it, everywhere in the neighborhood. He did secure a wave to the O'Connors as he drove across the neighbor's lawn, but that's okay.
That's all right.
That's why he's learning, right?
Of course.
It's amazing to see these kids now, watching them since they've been 8, 9 years old.
Yeah, it's a good group of kids here. Playing well.
You know, last year we talked about them losing really just a handful of senior starters. I think there was only 8 seniors on the team last year. Might have been 9 max. We lose those guys, and virtually the whole team comes back. Calling a penalty right now on the Rockets for some reason. They threw a flag, and they're bringing this thing back. I don't know what happened. Is it some type of delay or sideline penalty? Coach Fiore's got his hands in the air asking why.
On the
Got an
Play,
unsportsmanlike
there was
conduct, I'm
a
sure.
15-yard penalty
Yeah.
for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Oh, it's
against
actually on Belmont.
It's
Sorry,
against
my
Belmont,
mistake.
yeah.
Has the ball
This is what
now,
happens.
first down and 10
They
at
fake
about
me out with a
the
change of the quarter
13.
here. The last thing Belmont needs is an unsportsmanlike 15-yarder to tack on. Here's Fleming. Gets a couple of yards. Big play that stops him in the backfield. So nice
Lucas
play by
Fleming is the
Belmont
ball
there.
carrier. He carries the ball for no gain. It's a second down and 10.
I saw them
From the
walking it back,
15-yard line.
Brian. I didn't realize we changed on the quarter. I thought that was initially against the Rockets.
I did
but
too.
But what's odd is that it happened in the exchange of the quarter.
Yeah, it was a dead ball.
Yeah, it could have been
and-
something. Maybe somebody said something.
Yeah, that's exactly
sideline
what it
or the
was.
players. And
One of the players. Yep. You would
little
think.
frustration might be setting in. Hey, here's Nick Perez in at quarterback now. Perez keeps it himself up the middle. Look at him. Oh, Perez almost breaks it. He's one tackle away. We talked about this earlier. Perez is actually
Nicholas
just a
Perez is the ball carrier.
multifaceted athlete, right?
He carries the
And
ball
they'll run a
down
different
inside
offense
the
in
10
there.
to about the 8, a gain of 5. It'll be third down and about 5 yards to go for the first down.
You'll see the run-pass option a lot more often with Nick Perez. And sure enough, he pulls that one back and rips it up the middle for about 5.
But it looks like he taught Murphy how to run a little bit, huh? Maybe those two.
Yeah, they've been talking to each other.
practicing.
Yeah, let's start some running plays. I'm sure Jim Murphy Sr. loves to see that. Here's Perez flanked by J.P. Sullivan, and he hands it off to Fleming, and Fleming gets crunched. Nice play by there, but he rips off another 5 yards and very close to a
Lucas
first
Fleming
down.
is the ball carrier. Hit by number 53, Henry Melanson.
Nice hit by Melanson there. Crunches Fleming.
Gain of about 4 on the play. It's going to be fourth down, about a yard to go for the first down.
Big play here. We got Jay Kajander on the left. New lineup in there for
Yep.
the Rockets on the line.
4th and 2, I would say.
Under center now is Perez. Oh, and they jump. And
Oh.
who jumped? Was it the Rockets
I
or
think
was
that's
it
a- yeah.
Belmont?
Yeah,
They're going
that's
to call it on
against
the
the
Rockets and
Rockets.
move it back. So
False start.
new lineup in there for the Rockets, and the cadence messes them up a little bit. It's going to be 4th and
The
7
penalty is a
here.
5-yard penalty against the Rockets for illegal.
I think they're going to give Ferranti a shot at a field goal here, which I actually like to see.
I would like to see that.
Right?
I would
Doesn't
like
get
to
an
see
awful
that.
lot of
No.
chances to do it. And this is a perfect opportunity for game time field goal. If they're going to try it, they are.
It looks like he's on the field. Yep.
Perez will be the holder for him.
This is going to be a
They're on about
10,
the 10.
15 yard.
It's
no,
27.
25,
About
yeah,
a
okay.
27 yard,
27
7
yards.
yards back after the. So 27-yard field goal attempt here for Ferranti. He's got the leg. He boots it. Let's see. Beautiful kick for Ferranti. Love to see it.
Good for him.
We haven't seen a field goal in Reading since for a couple of years here.
Yeah.
Makes the score Reading 30, Belmont 0.
Beautiful kick. And Ferranti is getting tackled by Dom DiCrescenzo on the sideline. They're all psyched for him. Game time field goal opportunity. Beautiful play.
Well, now you're seeing Rockets. We talked about them being great in all 3 phases, but really they are now too. I mean, to have a field goal.
So
Kicker.
having
I mean,
a
that's-
kicking game
that's
is even
huge.
more. They struggled with that the last year or
did.
so. Struggled with the kicking game, and it cost them some opportunities. And Nick Ferranti has been excellent so far this year. And boots a 27-yard field goal there to have the Rockets up 30-0 with 9 minutes to go in the game. Brian, you were talking about sandwiches that they made for the kids. It's making me hungry up here.
Yeah, these.
What's your favorite
these
sandwich
new-
in town, Brian? We're going to talk about that. More pressing play.
My favorite sandwich?
Here's Ferranti right here, kicking off. It's a short kick, gets picked up by number 15, but he gets met quickly. And Belmont will take over 1st and 10 from about their 32-yard line.
The Reading kick is picked up at the 33-yard line by number 15, Noah Meyer Herron. He's hit almost immediately. It'll be first down and 10 for Belmont at their own 32.
All right. Let's see what Belmont can do here. And
We got Beckenhuis in there. We have, looks like Alex DiNapoli back as well.
timeout. Timeout, Belmont.
Timeout Belmont. We had Jonathan Grady in the backfield there too. Different look. Ryan
9:07
McGibbon
left
in there
in
at the
the
middle linebacker there, as
fourth
well as
period.
Adam Deemer, number 35. Tell you, McGibbon played some time last year too, so you see, the guys are even putting in late in the game are great athletes. McGibbon and Deemer, excellent.
Yeah.
Middle linebackers. Tough. '72 Eamon Centrella out there on the line with Colin Donahue. Donahue's also a center. You got him playing nose now in there. 74 is in there. Jonathan Lawrence, who got some play earlier
Some
too.
of the younger guys, some of the sophomores. That you're starting
Nick
to see.
Zanino, number 7 out there, he's been noticeable when he gets in there. He's playing that outside linebacker spot. Handoff up the gut, gets met immediately. Number 54 is in there. McGibbon, we just talked about him. McGibbon and Deemer in there.
Is the ball carrier. He's
Dylan
hit by
Fidali in
number
there as well too,
44,
number 44.
Dylan Fidel. Gain of about 3 on the play. It's going to be second down and 7.
So Dylan's
Ball
dad,
is just
Chris,
across the
is a
35-yard
photographer
line
for NFL
of
Films,
Belmont.
and he's also one of the dads here, taking unbelievable pictures of each game.
Yeah, we'll give Chris a little
Love-
shout out
love,
right,
Chris
right down
Fideli.
there. He's got his camera.
We get pictures of 150 pictures after every game, professionally done. It's a real dream. Oh boy, there's a fumble right there. There's Fidali tries to come in on it. The pitch was not handled, and they close very quickly
On
on
the
him.
play, the ball is fumbled.
We
Recovered by
call
Belmont.
Fidali's name. We give his father a
at
little bit of a
the
pump up being a
22-yard
photographer,
line.
and he almost hops on that ball. But
Yeah, that's a
big loss right
that's a
there.
significant
About
loss.
a loss of about 14
Dylan
yards.
comes off
It's
the
gonna
field
be
right
third
now.
down and about 24 to go for the first down.
See who I have on the right line there too. Number 26, Max Ramos out there on the outside linebacker on the right. So third and a long way to go here for Belmont. 7:41 left in the game.
Toss.
Nice toss, nice play outside. Big hole
got
right
room.
there. He's got some room ahead of him.
Oh, he's got
a
some room.
big run. And he finally gets pulled down
Wow.
after about a 35-yard run. I think that's Jonathan Grady, number 14. He can fly, but great run right there. I think it
Ball
was
carrier.
Certainly
He
enough
carries
for a
the
first
ball
down.
into Reading territory at the 43.
yeah, beautiful play. I think that was
nice
Arnold,
play. I
number
mean,
five.
By number
Longest play from
14,
scrimmage for
Jonathan
Belmont
Grady.
here.
You're going fourth and what was that? 4th and 25 maybe, and you scramble off almost 40 yards.
Beautiful play right there for Belmont. The best of the day. Ooh, high snap. Good play right there to pull it down. Athletic play. There's Fidali closing on him, and then number 2 comes in as Alex DiNapoli. Sophomore Alex DiNapoli. Good pursuit by Fidali, too.
Is the ball
He does get
carrier,
a couple of
carries
them,
it to
but athletic play by Westgate to
40
pull it
yard
down
line,
and then turn
8
nothing into
3.
something.
the tackle made by number 2, Alex DiNapoli. Number 44, Dylan Fidel. Second down and 7.
Looks like Ryan Broderick back in there at quarterback. They swap them in and out here.
Toss.
Pitch out here, toss, and he gets absolutely crunched.
Now, they
by
tried to go
Eamon
back
Centrella,
after it.
72.
Yeah, they
comes
tried it
across
again.
and puts a lick on him. Centrella's a sophomore too, so we talk about some of these kids coming up.
There's a few of them out there.
Great
Gordon
play.
Lester is the ball carrier. He stopped for a loss of about 2 yards.
Nice play by Centrella.
Tackled by Emmett Strelia. Third down to about 9.
3rd and about 9 here for the Rockets.
Screen.
Nice screen here. He's got some room there. Oh,
Oh,
beautiful
wow.
touchdown saving tackle.
The shoelace again.
Great play by
Number
Jackson
4,
Stevens.
Jackson Stevens.
And
He's tripped
Alex
up by
DiNapoli
number
comes
2,
in and
Alex DiNapoli.
saves another touchdown. That's the second time
Jeez.
Jackson Stevens gets tripped up on what could be a
26-yard
huge
line.
play, but nonetheless, it's a first
Enough
down
for
for
a first
Belmont
down.
from the 26-yard line. So Belmont's got something going here with 5 minutes to go in the game. Whew, DiNapoli, last
Just
line of
enough.
defense there.
Just
and
enough to get
he
him.
held up. Pulls it underneath. He goes the other way to Jackson Stevens. Oh, nice play right there by Derek Van Horn. Number 42, Van Horn comes in,
Great
gets
play.
around his guy, and takes out
Pass is complete to
Jackson Stevens. So beautiful play by 42.
Great play.
We may have moved his father out of the camera today, but DVH is doing it himself there. He's making a good
Stepped
name
up
for the
on
Van
that
Horn
one.
family.
He stepped up big.
Nice play by Derek. They just tried the same exact play on the other side to Jackson Stevens. Derek fights off his block and makes the play. Beautiful play. Stevens has got about 5 inches on Van Horn. And that one gets won by Van Horn. Inside handoff here. He's got a little bit of room ahead of him. Oh, nice move. He's still on the feet. Right there. There's a flag that came down. Might be holding, but Jonathan Grady closes very quickly. Grady's got some serious wheels, number 14. We'll see what the penalty is here, though. You'd have to think it's some type of hold. Might be a face mask, too.
The penalty is against Belmont for a holding.
Ah, it's a hold.
It goes back to the 40 to the 36-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd down and about 20 to go.
A couple
for
of
the
big
first
positive
down.
plays for Belmont. They get snake bit on a penalty here. Beckenhuis going one-on-one with Jackson Stevens here. He's back to throw. He's got plenty of time. He throws it underneath. Nice screen there. He's got room. Good athlete right there. Oh, Deemer just gets caught up by his own guy, and he's going to go in for the touchdown.
Wow.
Matt McHugh, number 20. Beautiful
Pass is
play.
complete to number 20.
Deemer had a
Matt
beat on him
McHugh.
and tripped up
He
on his
goes
own
in for the
guy on the
score.
left side, and McHugh,
Great play
one
by
of those
Belmont.
top athletes, senior
Yeah.
captain for Belmont, goes in for the touchdown. So after getting pushed back, McHugh with a screen underneath, very well set up play there, and goes in for the touchdown. So Belmont on the board with 3 minutes to go here in the game.
Yeah, that was a nice design play by Belmont. Get him right outside. Blockers were
We
downfield.
called McHugh's name a few times on the defense, too. He's a good player. Extra point try right here. That one's boomed right down the middle. We saw him doing some kick. There's another penalty flag
is
here,
good.
too. He's throwing it down. I'm not sure what
Makes
this
the
one is.
score. Reading 30, Belmont 7.
Penalty looks like it might be running into the kicker afterwards. But nonetheless, he kicks it right down the middle for the extra point. Rockets lead 30-7 with 3 minutes and 46 seconds to go in the game. Looks like it could be a penalty that they walk off on the kick.
I would think it, and I think that's probably a 15-yarder. No less than 10. I don't know what it is.
He did call it. It looks like a running into the kicker.
On the
On the
try for the
Rockets.
point. The flag was against Reading for running into the kicker. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
So, Brian, we talked about sandwiches earlier. What's your favorite one in town? We'll give out some free love to some local Reading businesses.
You know who I like? Prosciutto with fresh mozzarella from Professor's Market. That's a damn good sandwich on the
Professor's
ciabatta
Market's
bread too.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love their
They
stuff.
do a good one.
Prepared foods. They have 6 steak tips. The steak tips up over there.
I
is
haven't
nuts.
had to say.
Oh,
I haven't. Now
do
you got
yourself
me.
a favor.
Please stop. Here.
Why didn't we eat before these games, Brian? It's noontime. Why eat? Why should we do that? It's crazy.
Oh, you know.
I got to give a shout out to my 45 years in business last corner in Reading.
Last
Paul and
corner.
Val Fablitas.
Yeah,
Oh my
they're good.
gosh,
Yeah.
the greatest fries in town.
Yeah, they're good.
incredible.
Yep.
If you don't go, they're only open for breakfast or lunch, right? So
Yep.
go see Paul and Val. They've been working there, husband and wife family forever. Highly recommended. Here's the kickoff here. They did pinch it off in the kickoff, mark off some yardage. Number 2 is Alex DiNapoli fielding this here. Cuts up, gets hit hard, taken down right around the 22-yard line. So it'll be with the penalty, they got to kick off from the 45-yard line. And the Rockets are going to take over here from their own 24-yard
his
line.
own 23-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10 for the Rockets. 3:39 left in the game.
Can't go wrong with a little Pizza World and Capri either. These
No.
guys are great.
Yeah.
Guess what? I'll give love to all of them. I go to all of them.
Yeah, they're all
Columbus,
great. They're all
love
great.
it.
Got Columbos, Jimbos. You got a lot of them here. Fortunate.
It's a tough town to be a chain in, isn't it? Because there's so many
Yeah.
great family-owned businesses. Get a
Yeah.
good sandwich from 9 different places here. Right now, it looks like Alvin Day is flanking Perez. In motion, Beckenhuis. Handoff to Aiden Beckenhuis. He takes it outside, cuts up and gets 3 or 4 yards here.
Number 10, Aiden Beckenhuis is the ball carrier. He carries the ball across the 25 to about the 26.
Colin Donahue in there at center. We got
Second
53
down
Dave
and
Swanson
about
in
7
there.
yards to go for the
64
first
Sean
down.
Cronin in there on the line as well. Oh, Perez fumbles the snap there. The
Yeah.
exchange is tough there. Does a nice job to pounce on it, but it's going to be 3rd and about
On the
14
exchange
here.
from center, the ball is fumbled, recovered by the Rockets.
Loss of
71
about
Danny
one.
Robinson in
It's gonna be
there as
third
well
down.
on the line.
And about 8 yards to go for the first down.
Let's see who else we have in there for the Rockets. Split right, we have number 7, Nick Zanino is out there. He's an excellent athlete. Alvin Day flanking Perez. He keeps it this time, pulls it back. He does get stacked up. That's one of those run-pass options. He can hand it off to Day and take it himself. He does just pull it back. Gets a couple of yards here, but it's going to be 4th down. You might see the Rockets want to kick this one away.
I would be kicking this one away.
Yeah, in comes
It's
Big
the
Trent
smack.
Conroy,
Yep, there we go.
33. He can boom the ball, but the wind has picked up quite a bit, Brian. It was absolutely whipping out here earlier in the game, before the game. Calmed down for much of the game, but now Trevor's going to boot this one into a pretty stiff wind. Goes a little bit off the side of the foot, so this is going to be it takes a little bit of a rocket bounce, but once again gets caught up there, and Belmont's going to have excellent field position from the 40 with about a minute and 44 seconds here to go in the
It'll be
game.
first down and 10 for Belmont. 1:44 left in the game.
I think Belmont still has all 3 timeouts again.
I don't know if timeouts will help at this
No,
time,
but
nonetheless,
Maybe you try to get in the end zone and
make something happen here.
Make something
Use
happen.
whatever you have left.
Yep. State of the air.
Coach Blanchard coaching up the team here. Centrella, Lawrence, Donahue in there on the line. Fidali out on the right part of that line as well. Looks like we have a timeout for Belmont here on the field.
We got about
You see underneath that scoreboard, Brian, the motto for the team this year on the Rockets is "Leave no doubt." And
Yep.
to date in these first 3 games, they've done just that. They have been overwhelming teams here. Winchester, Woburn, and Belmont just can't hang with this team. But this team is huge, it's experienced, and it's deep. It's one of those ones you say, what would this look like in an 11-game season, right?
Oh, I think with a playoff scenario, you'd be seeing this team go pretty deep. Absolutely.
So we can speculate all we want there. I will have to say this: I'm pretty happy these guys get a chance to play.
This
We've
is
had
fantastic.
3 beautiful
Absolutely.
games out here, beautiful days to play football.
Absolutely.
We are just for an update here. Next week we are scheduled to be in Arlington, so we'll be away next week. I was talking with the Twitter feed guy, which is usually me on the away games, and he was saying he made one tweet about nifty footwork by James Murphy. I don't know if that's ever been written in the history of football, but Murphy's had 2 beautiful runs. Him stepping up in the pocket is just another weapon. He's poised well beyond his sophomore years. First down here, it's a low snap. Oh, and he gets wrapped up immediately. Number 75,
Yeah,
and Colin Donahue in there.
That seemed like a
crunches
broken
him.
play.
Yeah, it got a little bit of a slow start because it was a low snap, but Donahue busts right in and makes the tackle. .50 Devin Norris goes in there and gives Zanino a spell, outside linebacker. Second and about 12 here. We got just over a minute left in the game. Different QB in there for Belmont. Steps back to throw. Throws underneath just a little bit too far away. Tight coverage by Aiden Beck.
Yeah, over his head. Good coverage.
Belmont pass falls incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down and about 13 yards to go for the first down.
Number 25, Mike Lloyd going in there. Right here, split closest to us. Word on the street is the boys call him McLovin.
McLovin,
Yeah.
huh? Interesting.
I won't speculate why because that movie was hilarious.
Yeah,
but
I was
also,
trying to figure where that
yeah, pretty racist. Super bad. Super bad, McLovin.
That's right.
Fake ID, right? Let's hope Mike's not using a fake ID. I don't want to make any claims about him, but Mike Lloyd out there actually played in the band with his dad, Mike Sr.
Good for him.
Good little drummer. Here we go, step back to pass. Throws underneath.
Pull that out.
Oh, good coverage right back there. Jonathan Grady back there as well as Derek Van Horn. So nice coverage by Derek there. Nowhere to go, and he just overthrew it. We get 4th down here with about 48 seconds to go in the game here.
It's going to be 4th
Love
down.
to see
about 13
Belmont would
yards
love
to
to
go for
see
the first down.
a play that can get them some more points here.
48 seconds left in the game.
Well, you got about 4th and 13. In midfield,
Back
essentially.
deep, we got Grady, free safety. We got Derek Van Horn out at
How
corner.
about a nice hand for our Reading cheerleaders and Belmont cheerleaders today?
This could be the last play of the game here. 4th down. Although they get see if they can throw it underneath. He throws it up. It's going to be a little bit too far. Tight coverage by Mikey Lloyd. McLovin doing the job over there.
Reading
So
takes over on downs at the...
you're likely
at
going to see the
own
Rockets
32.
kneel on this one at the end of the game here, Brian.
Yeah, I would think that's all they do.
So as we wrap up week 3, the Rockets just been too tough for the Middlesex League so far. We run into Arlington next week. 2 weeks from now, we'll be back against Lexington. And there was some speculation of potentially the Lexington game going out at night. I think it was maybe just that. We used to play all these games on Friday night lights. But it is senior night, right? It's our last home game. Tons of seniors here. Looks like we're in there right now, and bring Murphy back in to kneel on it right now for the Rockets and let this clock run out.
Yeah, excellent game for the Rockets, no question about it.
Just a little too tough here for Belmont today.
Yeah.
They've been tough on everybody in this league so far, so great game for the Rockets, leaving no doubt once again, right?
Yep.
That's the end of the game, the final
So
score.
Brian,
The Rockets
want to
30,
thank you, buddy.
Belmont
It was a good
7.
time
You
here,
did
pal.
a great job with a microphone on today. You didn't embarrass yourself.
No, I didn't think I did.
Like you usually would, like out in public.
I can do that next. I'll save that for next week.
Save
though.
that for after we turn the camera off, will you? So, hey, signing off here from RCTV and Reading, Massachusetts. The Rockets go to 3-0 with a 30-7 victory over Belmont. And we'll see you next week.
See you next week.